Hey folks, Amanda here with a really quick reminder that Jokins are up for sale. If you make a funny joke or your friend makes a funny joke or you want to tell them that you think their joke is amazing, you can give them a physical Jokin. These are incredible joke tokens that we made that you can get now at our merch store at jointhepartypod.com/merch. And best of all, 1 in every 33 orders will also receive a special black pearl Jokin. These are limited edition. We've only made a few of them. And just like the researchers' delight at Crimson's Exchange, you have a shot at getting an ultra rare bonus coin that you can also pawn off on some tourists. So come on over, check them out. Guys, they are so pretty. We put so much effort into making these beautiful, and you gotta check out the black pearls, all right? Go to jointhepartypod.com/merch and get your Jokins today. Last time on Join the Party.
And Troy, you feel a moment where you feel every single cactus thorn riddled through your body as you fall backwards and are pinned to the ground.
Winner! Kid Cervantes!
Cammy, as you look up, you look and you see on the other side of the dueling arena, you see a momentary flash of the American Southwest. And Kid Cervantes is gone, but there is a parchment tied up and stabbed into the ground with a big cactus thorn.
Fucker.
The cloud key is also gone.
Cammy is going to run over and be like,
Okay, let's see.
Cammy has already appeared back on the ground instead of in the studio and is going to heal Troy.
Yeah, you can just poof on there. That's fine.
Cure Wounds is a 1d10. It's going to go up to it's a 1d8. It's going to go up to a 1d10 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Do it.
So that is going to be 6 plus 6. So 12 hit points back for Troy.
12 points back for Troy. And stabbed into the ground with a big cactus thorn.
Fucker.
The cloud key is also gone.
Cammy is going to run over and be like,
Okay, let's see what he has to say.
Troy and its friends. You fought valiantly, but there can only be one great pirate sharpshooter on the Great Salt Sea. You can still call yourself that. I remember a time before the Cascade dried up. Here in Verda Stello, the 4 nations of plant and bug people flourished and thrived. But the great waterfall that fed the land slowed to a trickle, revealing a vast salt sea and unknown islands. The only guide were the words of the 13 dried carvings. The water will slow to fall, but the tides are turning. Find the infinite lake to replenish the world and discover the salmon who will grant you a wish of whatever you desire. This marks the beginning of the tide, as many green folk hauled onto ships to find the infinite lake and maybe riches, adventure, excitement, and purpose along the way. And what exactly is a salmon? Is that a berry? That was 50 years ago, and the tide rushes forward ever still. There are many stories caught on the wind between sails, but why don't we hear just one? Of a butterfly gunman with clipped wings, a ripened and explosive piece of produce, and a witch made out of tea. This is Join the Party Campaign 3, The Rising Tide.
I'll sing you a song that all green folk know.
Until the water falls home. That only began 50 years ago. Until the water falls home. We seek the deep lake and a wish-granting salmon. Until the water falls home. So hoist up the sails and load up the cannons. Until the water falls home.
Last time on Join the Party.
The undersea anemone monster broke through the arcane barrier of Small Key Stadium and started destroying everything. Now, the crew of the Sea Whip tried to lure it away with snacks and fast boat maneuvers, but after a series of tough dice rolls and a very high difficulty level on the skill challenge, they couldn't get it done, and Small Key Stadium slid into the sea. In the wreckage, Kid Cervantes challenged Troy to the Bullseye Games finale, a final duel to decide who is the fastest gun in the Great Salt Sea, and then Troy got really shot up and almost died. Kid then grabbed the Cloud Key and disappeared, leaving only a note in regards to gathering the crew later on to save his siblings from the underwater prison. Okay, folks, let's get that hollow look in our eyes. Perfect, ready to go. Let's get the party started. Have you ever been on a road trip with bad vibes?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, like someone had a fight at a campground and now you're like, gotta drive for 8 hours, let's go.
It's not a good time.
You mean any road trip with family ever?
Yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one too. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just the humble dungeon master of Join the Party, but
Lower third, greatest
greatest DM in podcasting. Yeah.
DM in podcasting.
Yeah. Now, I'm just a humble dungeon master, but I think that the Sea Whip heading back to the hold from Small Key Island, I can't think that the vibes are great. I can't.
It's not ideal.
No,
No.
silent. Sometimes Syl tries to strike up conversation, sing a little tune, and even Harold's like, come on, dude.
It's like, hey, I know you're alive for the first time, but like, read the room.
Read the shit.
Yeah, read it.
I think Umbi's like snapping at people really easily, and is just like mumbling to himself, like going back and forth across the deck, like doing small tasks. Like when you get like hyper focused on like one spot of dirt or blood or something on the deck, and you scrub it with a toothbrush for 40 minutes.
Umbi, I made saltwater grits. You haven't eaten in days. Do you want any? Shut up! Okay, no, I guess not. I'll just leave it here.
Saltwater grits sound fucking good.
Yeah, that's just really good, actually.
I'm into it.
Have we talked about what the Maidenhead looks like yet?
No, I don't think so.
We should decide on that. I feel like it's like a seaweed dragon or something like that. I don't know.
I think for now, in my head, it was just Harold. Like,
okay,
that's a
interesting.
part, like, when Harold's not doing the rigging, Harold hangs out as the Maidenhead. It's like, look at the sexy lady I am.
So is it just like a formless shape of wood, and then
Yeah,
Harold
yeah.
shapes it with his own body?
I
Yeah,
think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's different every time. Maybe one time he's a mermaid.
Yeah, seaweed dragon, hot sea mermaid lady sometimes, but it's just Harold putting things on. Yeah.
Seaweed drag queen.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
seaweed
Nice.
drag
Ooh,
queen.
I
Yeah.
like that. I think that Cammy is like on top of that kind of formless shape of wood that is the Maidenhead, and just like murmuring with Nani, being like,
Yeah, that was not the best moment that we've had. I did give a lot of people tea though, so that was something. Yeah, I agree.
it could have been worse. Could have been better.
Umbi's being really mean right now, but we're just going to ignore that because we know that it's coming from our place of hurt. And then we'll leave him some lavender tea before he goes to bed, and if he knocks it down, that's fine. But if he accepts it, even better.
Nani gestures over, and there's like 4 cups of tea already knocked over.
Yep, that's why we gave him the cups that don't break easily.
And the tea spells shut up.
Aw.
Hey, Troy, did you get anything for coming in second?
No. There. No.
That, like, normally I feel like there would have been a second place
Exactly.
thing.
There might have been some kind of consolation prize, maybe
Right.
a gift card, maybe like a VIP box at next year's games, but
To be fair, we could have just said, yes, Eric, 10 amber.
It's still funny.
We could have gotten a gift card to Olive Garden, and you don't need to change that because it's already perfect.
Olive Garden, yeah.
When you're here, you're olives.
You're a family of olives.
But yeah, I think if there was anything, honestly, Troy just left before he even thought about it.
Sure.
God damn it. We could have gamed the system is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Amanda made a choice. Amanda made a story
Amanda,
choice.
Excellent role-playing choice. Terrible choice for a game mechanic perspective.
That's what I'm here for.
Yep.
And Troy is just standing at the wheel, not really steering because they're just sort of like charting a very long course toward the direction of the hold, staring off at the horizon, trying his best not to think thoughts, which he's never had to do before, but these days his head is very filled with them. And then, I don't know, how long does the journey take? A couple days?
Yeah, a few days.
Yeah. So at night when he goes back to his cabin, he's like sleeping as little as possible, but he is staring at a little like cobbled together, like folded over pile of blank paper where he's been thinking about that thing where you can sort of write your own book and talk about your own story and put words from the inside of your brain onto a page for someone else to read.
Interesting.
We hard cut to 12 years later, where you see the cover of a book that says 101 Facts About Barrels by Troy R. Riptide.
Exactly. And I don't think he's written anything yet, but he is thinking about it. And he is staring at it with a little nub of pencil in hand.
Adorable. Sad, but adorable.
Yeah. I think late that night you hear, My liege, do you need any more candles? You seem to be burning this one pretty hard.
Oh, Troy looks over.
Syl is brought a bunch. Syl warbling, trying to keep form, holding some candles for him.
Oh, man, that means a lot. Thank you, Syl.
My limited understanding of the ways that kingdoms work here in this particular part of the cosmos is that you might need things and things. So I've decided to bring it to you, Mr. Prince, sir.
Oh, I guess, yeah. No, I probably should have addressed that with everybody. Thank you. I left the Crags. That's not me anymore, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys. I thought it might bring some heat to the rest of you, and it did, and that was true. But here we are, and you're my mate, and that means a lot more than anybody using any title, you know?
What was I don't know anything about the Crags. What's it like over there?
Oh man, it's like everybody has their own little world, you know? And like you're in the little world of where exactly you're at, and you're in the little world of your family, and you're in a little world of like, oh yeah, we like turn this inhospitable rock into a place where you can grow some mosses and make a tea out of it. Sorry, no offense. And so that's really what it's like. And then, sometimes like the king that you pledge allegiance to changes, and sometimes you wake up one day and the flags outside the school are different than the ones that were there before, and life kind of goes on. But for me, I'm not the oldest, I'm not the king, not very smart. No one really needed me for much, so I wanted to come out here and do my own journey. But honestly, I miss it a little bit.
So when you're here, you're not important there where you are.
I was thinking the same thing.
So when you're there, you are important, but you're not important. And when you're here, you're important, but not important. But important.
I really prefer being important to unimportant people and being unimportant to the most important people. You know what I mean?
Damn.
I don't.
Wow.
I've been alive so recently.
Sil, could you lay on top of me? Is that a thing you can do?
Wait, I could give it a shot.
Like a gravity blanket or a thunder jacket for a dog.
Thanks, buddy.
Sure, I don't think you should do this a lot because then you'll get used to it. Then you can't fall asleep without me on top of you.
It's true.
Yeah, but I don't know. It means a lot to me that you're my friend, and it's not quite the same as just like hugging your quiver as you go to sleep, you know?
I do not do that, but I could guess.
Thanks, bud.
I didn't think that Troy and Syl were going to end up being a couple, but here we are.
Look at this romance.
Bros can hug, Brandon.
Bros can hug.
No, we're at stage 1. We got to get
Okay.
to stage 30, but I like it, you know.
Bros can lay on top of each other like weighted
I don't
blankets.
disagree.
Hey, and bros can also fall in love at stage 30, Eric.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just like Milo and all of his friends. They were so
Yeah.
close to kissing.
Everyone was so close to kissing.
We were stage 29 with the 4 of them kissing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every time you looked away, their mouths were like centimeters apart. And then one of them would like look to the side or be like, "Oh, Taco Bell," and
Yeah,
then you're like, "No!"
Yeah, Apple would sneeze every time, and then it just broke the moment every single time. All right, well, I think that we're motoring on close to the island. I think that the Sea Whip is motoring on over to the hold, back to your home island. If this was Final Fantasy or an RPG, we're like on the world map, you know? We're like zoomed out, and then we're bumping an invisible wall, or a vent appears, a big box appears, because we're expecting the title of Skill Tree 3 Tokyo Drift. But first, I was like, a vent appears. As Harold says, okay, the vibes here are terrible. We're going to fix that. Before we end up going home, we are going to the beach.
Beach?
Beach
We live on a beach.
for fun,
For fun or for digging for treasure?
for profit, which is also fun.
No, for fun, and we're not going to the regular beach. We're going to the secret beach.
There's a secret
Oh.
beach?
Troy bursts out crying.
That's the one with Leo DiCaprio, right, Eric?
Yeah, Danny
right.
Boyle. Yeah, we're
yeah.
going to go watch Danny Boyle's classic.
We're going
The
to go
Beach.
ruin an environment.
No, it's the M. Night Shyamalan one.
But no, hey, we're going to the beach. Everyone, please take out your rock, paper, scissors cards.
Yay!
Are you telling me these cards have double duty, Eric?
I'm saying that we can play rock, paper, scissors whenever we want, Brampton.
What?
I'm going to stop a combat one day and be like, Eric, I want to play rock, paper, scissors. I don't want to roll any dice anymore. Is that okay?
We're going to do rock, paper, scissors instead. Well, first, all the players, let's roll for a d20.
Sure.
Okay. 10.
14.
CX.
All right. Amanda, you rolled the highest. Amanda, where is the secret beach?
Oh, well, the secret beach is through a narrow channel back out behind the Outback Steakhouse.
Of course,
Nice.
of course.
Nice.
Not quite where the dumpsters are, but like you have to stand kind of in the dumpster to sort of point yourself in the right direction. And it's like a sort of nothing like barrier island out behind the hold.
I like that.
Heck yeah.
Past the Outback Steakhouse, past the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Take a left.
So the Applebee, that's another just
Ooh, there it is.
Ooh, shit.
NPC green folk right there.
Yeah. I mean, the Applebee is obviously like the beach shack.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
only for the secret beach. It is not doing well.
No, it's staffed by a bartender. What's his name? What from The Bachelor Beach?
Oh, Wells?
Wells, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's only not doing well if you're trying to turn a profit, Eric. But if you're just trying to, like, live in there, just like live in your existence. Like surfers like live on the beach.
Oh,
like,
sure.
surfers?
Yeah. You're just doing it to make a little bit of money for like when
Just
you have to
enough.
go into town for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Wells, the Applebee.
Yo, what's up, bro? Welcome to the Applebee. This is the only sandwich you can get by staying a secret. Whoa, surf's up, my guy. I'm half apple, half bee.
Man, I hope it's okay that I say your butt is adorable.
It's stripey, but also so round.
Shiny and pointy, just like my mama made it.
I was gonna ask Eric, do you think is this apple bee a bee that's red, shiny red, or is it an apple that has stripes?
Bee top, apple bottom.
Oh, apple bottle jeans with the fur.
Boots with the fur,
Exactly.
exactly.
And some bees do, in fact, have little hairs on their feetsies, what to pick up more pollen.
Hey, folks, get in the comments. Tell us, is apple on top, bee on bottom?
Someone draw it.
If
Someone
an
draw
apple
it.
bee existed, would it be like this or like this?
If an Applebee wore pants, would it be on vertically or horizontally? You know?
Yeah, get in the
Like a dog.
comments.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we're doing a special beach episode before we can go to the
Whoa.
skill tree because the vibes are bad
Wow.
here.
Thanks, Eric.
No problem. This was inspired by Swords as Subtext, which is by Boy Problems. You might know Boy Problems from Boy Problems, their eponymous RPG, which is a Lasers and Feelings games inspired by Carly Rae Jepsen. But they've also made a number of other stuff, including this really cute little one-pager about a duel and kind of revealing information about duels just using coin flips. But I'm taking that inspiration for us having some beach episodes and using our rock, paper, scissors mechanic.
Hell yeah, dude.
I am excited.
Incredible. All right, so we are out at the secret beach, which is out back.
Outback of the Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, we have already established the Shack Applebee's that is there, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to start with Amanda. We're going to go in the order that you all rolled. It's going to go Amanda, Julia, Brandon, and then me.
Gotcha.
Amanda, you're going to pick one of us, and the person who's picked will choose the beachy activity that character of picker and your character will be doing.
Cute.
Yeah, and then we're going to do some mechanics to work it out.
All right. I think Troy is a little concerned that Harold is jealous that he hugged Syl. So Troy's going to choose Harold.
All right, sure. Amanda's going to choose me. That means that no one else can choose me for now. Amanda, would you also like to include any other NPCs or just a one-on-one?
One-on-one.
Okay, one-on-one. So, Amanda, since you chose me...
It's like The Bachelor. Would you like to go on a one-on-one with me?
Yeah.
I know.
Yes, I would.
So I'm going to choose the beachy activity. I think the first thing that we do as everyone starts laying out their beach supplies, which obviously Harold has already stashed in the back of the Sea Whip so we can emergency fix bad vibes if needed, I think we'll run up ahead and try to find a good spot out on the secret beach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it very crowded at the secret beach?
Julia, there's good spots and bad spots.
Okay.
You should know.
That's fine.
There's one where there's like a palm tree in your way. You can't see the ocean. There's one where you get sprayed too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Troy will pick up like all the blankets and chairs and umbrellas and just heft them all on his back and bound off after Harold.
It's like, all right, you all get off at your own leisure. I'm gonna have Troy pop his shirt off as fast as possible, so we're having a good time. We're gonna go on ahead. You all take your time.
Good choice. Very good choice.
The camera whips around 180 degrees to see Troy already shirtless in very short briefs, completely glistening.
Amazing.
And it's in slow motion, and there's Vaseline on the lens.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
No, he's been not drenched, but polished to a shine with some kind of oil.
Naturally, of course.
Naturally.
All right, well, as we are walking up to our beach spot, the first person, please, can you come up with a small, low-stakes, wacky problem that arises as Troy and Harold walk up with some umbrellas and chairs trying to find a good spot?
Yes. This is really good. Okay. The wacky problem is that we see the perfect spot, okay? It is in dappled sunshade under like a palm tree, so people can stick there, can be in the sun, can be in the shade. It is right near a little cove, so, you're not getting sprayed by waves, but you can put your little feet in the ocean if you want to. A gentle slope, no rocks, really easy sand for laying out. So we put all our stuff down, and then we look up, and there are several hundred small guava birds.
No!
Roosting in the tree.
Tell me about guava birds.
Well, they are very small, very round birds, shaped just like a guava fruit. But when they open their mouth, they emit the highest pitched scream. And so Troy looks up, and I think the tension is, do I move all the stuff that I just painstakingly set up, or do I try and scatter them?
Amanda, my imagination's on the fritz. What does that sound like when they do that?
Yeah, what does it sound like?
Is that good? Need me to do it again?
That's fucking great. Yeah, one more, just like for a clean take.
One more clean take.
More. Great. I think that's really good.
That is everything I was hoping for and more.
All right.
I can make that noise.
All right, so for us to
I did
resolve...
not know I could make that noise. This is such a Troy Riptide statement.
All right, so to resolve this issue, we're going to play rock, paper, scissors 2 out of 3. Whoever wins is going to say how their character is going to try to fix it.
Great.
And on the second win, whoever wins the second time will resolve it. And then you get to ask the other character a question that they have to answer truthfully.
Love it.
Wow.
In the scene. Also, if we tie, the problem escalates even more ridiculously.
Great.
And someone not in the scene has to escalate the problem. So every time we tie,
Fun.
Brandon or Julia will escalate this guava bird issue.
Oh, that's very good.
All right, so here we go.
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, both paper.
Oh, it's a tie.
All right.
That's a tie. Brandon, Julia, escalate.
Oh man, these guava birds are dropping seeds everywhere on your head.
No!
Oh, no. Ew, it's sticky.
It's in my body. Gross.
Oh, let me get it out.
It's also very pink. It's super pink, all the poop. Like, it's everywhere.
This clashes. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, I got rock.
Oh,
rock
I got
over scissors.
All right.
Okay. I think Harold's first thought, obviously, is no one makes me clash without my permission. So Harold is trying to climb up the tree to get all of the guava birds out.
Great.
Okay.
It's like,
All right.
and Harold is like slurping and amorphously shimmying their way up the tree.
Terrifying.
Now, Eric, my imagination's on the fritz. What does that sound like when he does that?
All right. That's one for me. Amanda, let's do it again. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Paper covers rock.
Oh, Amanda won that one.
Amanda wins that one. So Troy is also going to try to resolve the issue. How do you do it?
Troy jogs up to Applebee's and purchases 5 of whatever they got.
Sandwiches. They only sell one sandwich.
Great. So he just says 5, whatever you got.
Oh, nice. Ham and slaw, question mark. Here you go.
Tight. Thanks, bruh.
Ham and slaw?
He
Uh-oh.
stuffs one in his mouth, one in the pocket of his shorties, and then immediately flings the other 3 behind the shack just into the woods.
Great.
Yeah, good.
Now, Eric, real quick, though, I want to know what's ham?
All right, here we go.
Brandon, it's pollen pig. We talked about
It's pollen
that.
pig
Oh,
ham.
right,
Yeah.
right.
It's
All
already.
right, we went 3 times, but we have to go again to break the tie.
Best 2 out of 3.
Great. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Scissors.
Another tie.
Double scissors.
Julia, escalate.
Oh my God. So all the birds take off to go after the sandwiches, but one of them picks it up with its tiny body and it's too big, and all the other ones like gang up on
Oh,
them.
no.
And then you're like, oh no, the poor baby.
I didn't want nature to take its course. I just wanted it to go. All right.
more
Rock,
time.
paper, scissors, shoot.
Scissors.
Scissors.
It's tied again.
Brandon,
Double
escalate.
scissors.
No.
Well, Troy and Harold are rushing over to try to help this tiny bird, and there's just so many rocks on the path, and they trip.
Ow.
They just keep
Ow.
tripping.
God.
Of course. Why would I wear shoes on the beach?
Harold, jump on me.
Okay, fine. And now I'm covering Troy's eyes.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, I got scissors.
I got paper again.
Yeah.
All right. So the way that this resolves, as I'm comically covering your eyes, we stumble into the crowd of guava birds. They all scream. We knock the sandwich out of the guava birds' little feet, and they all just leave because they don't want to deal with this at all, and just go farther down the beach. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
really not that big of a deal.
Oh, God. I feel like those screams are going to haunt my dreams forever.
That's the best part of the beach. The memories you make along the way.
Yeah.
Hard cut to Troy's nightmare a week later. What does that sound like, Amanda?
Troy, so there's probably no better time other than this to ask you this.
Yeah. Listen, sometimes bonding with your bros smells like sticky pink poop from those birds
Yeah, for
and feels like very sharp little rocks all up in my feet.
So what's the thing that's caused you more? What's the thing that's caused you more harm? Competing to the highest level and then being beaten soundly by someone who's obviously better than you,
Oh,
and
sure.
you have to spend years to try to get to that level, or secretly hiding that you're royalty from your friends.
You know, Harold, I think it's got to be overestimating my abilities, where I told all my crew to, to kind of jump in behind me, and I got this. And then ultimately, when the going got tough, Troy got second, and really just let down my crew, and also showed that I told a secret that I didn't really think about what the impact will be on other people apart from me. Because mostly what I cared about was sort of getting off my brother's shadow and bringing some kind of unspecified glory to family and a place that, looking back, I don't know why I care about so much. So I guess I'd say both.
Hey, we all got secrets, buddy. It's fine. It ended up working out okay. I know everyone's in a funk, but we didn't die.
No, we did kind of destroy a landmark, and maybe one day I can fix that. But Troy is silently weeping. I'm just
As always.
I'm glad that you still want to talk to me, and it really means a lot that you took us here to this beach to repair the vibes, because if we don't have vibes, what do we have?
We don't have anything.
We don't have anything. Troy, like trying to hold a beanbag. Troy is just like embracing Harold.
It's all right. Also, don't project. You didn't destroy it. It was a weird monster with pink undulating tentacles.
Are you sad that I had to hug me last night?
No, why would I?
Okay, because I also want to hug you.
That's fine. Cammy and Umbi, as you walk up, we have not chosen a spot on the beach.
So, are we setting up here or like over by those trees?
Yeah, this is
or
good.
It's fine. Whatever, it works.
Here's a sandwich.
Oh,
And
thank
Troy
you.
pulls out of like a thigh pocket of his bathing suit a flattened sandwich.
Sweaty, thank you.
We're planning to set up between the forest and the Applebee's shack.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah,
we're saying?
there used to be birds in the shade, but there's not anymore. It's good.
Oh.
It works. We're gonna do it here.
I'm stinky.
Okay.
And then Troy runs into the ocean.
Oh, all right.
Wonderful.
That was really fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Hey Eric, is Leonardo Carpaccio anything?
Certainly.
Is it?
Leonardo Di Carpaccio? Is that anything?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, carpaccio is famously
It's meat, yeah.
meat. Yeah.
But sometimes they make like melon carpaccio, you know, it's like a play.
That's just
play
sliced
on that.
melon, my guy.
I know.
That could-
I'm saying I don't do it.
I mean, that could be someone's name, like regardless.
Yeah.
That's why it's a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
You can make anything someone's name. Look at Havana Tropicana.
True. All right, Julia, it is your turn. Let's go all the way back to the beginning of this thing. Please pick who you want to do a scene with. You can't pick me.
I was going to do Havana Tropicana, but I will not now.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can bring
Guess
Havana along as well, but you can't pick. Amanda picked an NPC.
I guess I'll talk to Umbis.
What?
Umbis.
The
Oh,
Umbis.
Umbis.
Hell yeah. All right. Brandon, what's the beach activity that Camby and Umbi get up to?
Oh, sandcastle building, of course.
Sandcastle,
Naturally.
of course.
Obviously.
Of course. Tell me about what does this look like? What do you feel? What are your characters doing?
Well, you know, when you have a big old failure, it's nice to be able to just do a small thing that you feel you're competent at, and so to like rebuild your pride and your confidence in your ability to do anything, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they take like a bunch of like coconut shells that are littered across the beach and just kind of make like almost like, you know, like the Gungan city where it's like all domes.
Nice.
Sure. Yeah, Cammy's like finding little shells and putting them on top as little spires and whatnot.
Incredible.
Yeah. And then maybe a guava bird lands and they're like, oh, a giant bird is attacking the city.
Julia, what's the small, low stakes, wacky problem that arises?
The sand not wet enough.
Sand not wet enough.
Sand not wet enough.
Sand not wet enough.
Domes keep falling apart.
Too crumbly.
Oh no.
Too crumbly.
Them crumbles.
So dry.
Crumble.
Yeah.
The crumbles.
Crumble.
Yeah. Do y'all want any NPCs with you?
Yeah, I want Havana Tropicana around because I don't want to forget about him. We had a nice touching moment during the last arc,
Sure.
and I care about Havana Tropicana.
Also, Havana has maybe some juice that he could lend. He has very exposed skin, like, right?
You want to make Havana Tropicana bleed so
Bleed
that
onto
we
the
can
sand.
No.
wet
Yes,
the
I do.
sand?
I don't want to have to.
No.
Do I have
Well,
to?
I to be known, I was saying that as a player, Brandon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Umbi is not like, bleed on the sand.
Right, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Obviously.
You're young, you got plenty.
Incredible. All right. Well, hey, let's play some rock, paper, scissors, folks.
Okay.
Let's figure out how we're going to resolve this problem.
All right.
Julia looks like she's about to duel.
Duel.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
I got scissors.
Ah, it's a tie.
Scissors is a tie.
Tie.
Amanda, escalate the problem. It's too dry.
Well, not only is it too dry, where the existing landmass of your castle that you've built, the domes don't quite hold, but the whole beach is so sun-baked as we reach the apex of the sun of the day that the whole foundation of the castle begins sliding toward the waterline.
Oh no! We have there are even more issues.
No.
Another rock paper scissors.
3, 2, 1, go.
Skizzers. God damn it, Julia.
For scissors.
And now but here's the thing: it's now becoming high tide, so the water's getting even closer.
No.
Ooh, all right, let's go again. 3, 2, 1,
Go. Skizzers.
Yeah.
All right,
I did.
Julia got a rock. Julia, how is Cammy going to resolve this issue?
Cammy's using shape water to part the water as the waves come up so it does not hit our sweet, sweet sandcastle, creating a moat.
Oh, it is just
Yeah.
like the Gungan City.
Yes.
Love it.
Smart. All right, that's 1-0 Julia. Let's keep going.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Paper.
We tied again.
Double
Fuck.
paper. Escalate the issue, Amanda.
Suddenly, all of those convenient coconut shells that you've been using to mold the sand sprout little legs. Because, guys, these aren't coconut shells, they're coconut crabs.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Ooh. All right, Brandon, let's solve that problem. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Rock.
Scissors. Oh, it's your turn.
Ooh,
That's
Brandon
a
wins.
win. That's a win. Umbi, how does Umbi help?
Oh, well, now we got so many problems to deal with.
So many problems.
Well, I think he just like, once he realizes that these coconuts are not coconuts, but indeed are coconut crabs, he just like, lovingly guides them away from the sandcastle and back towards their home, which is underneath and on top of the tree. You know?
Brandon, my imagination is a little slow today. It didn't have its coffee yet. What does it sound like as he handles a bunch of snapping crabs?
He goes,
Get on now. Get on.
I just pictured Painkiller Larson and Big Jeff running down the beach. That's a good image.
That's adorable.
Hell yeah. All right, 1-1.
right.
Whoever wins is going to resolve the issue and ask someone else an emotional question. 3, 2, 1. Florp.
scissors.
Paper.
Scissors.
Oh, Brandon loves to ask emotional questions.
Yeah. All right. How does Umbi ultimately figure all this out?
Well, Eric, it's quite easy, actually.
Oh, of course.
See, this is a comedy of errors, but in fact, one of the coconut shells that they got was in fact a coconut, and he just goes to the water and gets a little water and then makes some wet sand.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
Doing some dribble spires on the castle.
Classic.
I wouldn't have thought of that. As the panic settles down and the Gungan city really comes together, I think Havana says, I feel accomplished. I really do. This looks
That's
nice.
good.
This is
I'm
nice.
glad.
Yeah. And Umbi, ask Cammy a question.
Cammy,
Yes.
I think now is as good a time as any to do our bi-monthly check-in. You know.
Well, usually we go to the Outback Steakhouse for that, but we could do the Applebee's instead.
Yeah, I think so. How you feeling about pirate life? You still enjoying it? You regret anything about your pirate life, about our pirate life, about our situation? Do you want to make any major life changes?
No major life changes at the moment. I do feel a little sad that so many people got hurt, but also accomplished in the way that, like, we took care of those people after they got hurt. Kind of sucks that that giant monster did take down that stadium and we weren't able to stop it, but, sometimes you're only 4 people and 2 creatures made out of silt and algae, and that's the best you can do, you know?
Yeah, so you're still feeling okay about leaving your hometown to become a pirate instead of, like a doctor or something?
Yeah, that's definitely what happened to me. I definitely left my hometown to become a pirate. But you know that's not what happened to me, right?
I know, but we're in the presence of public people.
Okay.
I'm not gonna out you.
Yeah, that's fair. Havana's right here, but Havana, I did say I'd be honest with you about that.
This is where the farmer's market would go.
Havana's not paying attention at all. I think Cammy puts a hand on Havana's shoulders, like,
Havana, you know I didn't leave my hometown to become a pirate, right?
Well, I assumed, but I don't super have the details. It's all kind of murky. There was a stinky woman who really liked you.
Yeah, she kidnapped me because after I left my hometown, I was trying to make money. So I was working in a tavern, and I was doing tea readings in the tavern. And then she was like, wow, you seem really lucky, or that you'll bring me a bunch of luck. You're going to come on this ship with me. And I didn't really have a lot to say about that matter. It just kind of happened. And then I was a ship tea witch.
When green folk smells that bad, you just kind of have to go along with it, you know?
It did knock me out fully the first time. So when I woke up on the ship, we had already been set sail for 2 days. So
right.
Yeah.
So I wasn't prepared for how casually you were going to talk about your trauma.
Yeah. You know, when you approach it casually, it kind of just makes it easier to deal with.
And even after all this stuff like this, you still want to pirate? You still want to pirate? You still want to do it?
Yeah, I want to do good by pirating.
Huh.
So that's why Cammy doesn't want me to murder.
Yeah. We want to do good by pirating, meaning we steal stuff and give it to other people who need it, which is sometimes us. Sometimes we need things, and that's okay.
Wow, I've never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
It sounds like morality is more complicated than what I read in those books.
It is.
Hey, it's Amanda, and welcome to the mid-roll, which today is shaped like the newest bud on an aloe plant. It's like one of the top 10 new leaves, guys. It's so good. Welcome first and foremost to our newest patrons, Lilandra, La Vie Boheme, Daniel, Bianca, and Sky. Thank you so much for becoming patrons. Some of you are even annual patrons, which are incredibly helpful for us. And we hope you are enjoying all of the benefits that you get being part of the Join the Party Patreon. We do party planning for you. We answer your questions on there, play games, and peel back the curtain on the making of Join the Party. Eric and I are recording one very shortly for this week, and they are so much fun. And of course, you have access to our patron-only Discord and hundreds of old posts of bonus content and notes and all kinds of good stuff for previous campaigns. If you want to join, you should. Come on over at patreon.com/jointhepartypod. This week at Multitude, we are having a ton of fun over on Spirits, which is a show Julia and I do about folklore, mythology, and the occult, focusing often on feminism, queerness, modern adulthood, found family, and basically why the stories people tell each other resonate and why they stick around. If you like all of those world building and lore aspects of Join the Party, or just hearing us have fun, you will enjoy Spirits, because every week Julia tells me a different story about mythology and folklore over drinks. That can include things from major franchises. We're wrapping up very shortly a series all about Old Norse mythology, and we talk often about how that comes up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and whether or not that was true, all the way to roundups of major stories from around the world and things that will be new to you. We have over 350 episodes over the last 7 years. There's so much to enjoy. So look up Spirits in your podcast app or go to spiritspodcast.com. We are sponsored this week by Ravensburger Jigsaw Puzzles, and I am planning a trip upstate pretty soon to the cabin where my grandma lives, and I am so excited to check out her collection of puzzles. And this is not, this is an ad, but they don't tell me to say that all of the puzzles in the puzzle closet upstate are from Ravensburger. They are the most high quality and colorful and beautiful puzzles that are out there, and if you want to invest in cool, excellent, high-quality puzzles that'll stand the test of time, you gotta do Ravensburger. They have all kinds of images, themes, piece counts. There's one for kids. There's ones for families. There's ones for adults. There's ones that go up to 40,000 pieces. Can you believe that? If you're up for the challenge of solving some of these Ravensburger jigsaw puzzles, check your local game or hobby store or Amazon today. That's Ravensburger Jigsaw Puzzles. Finally, the show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Now, sometimes in life, we're faced with tough choices and we're not really sure how to handle it. Something that I've been learning in therapy over the last few years is how to deal with those situations, what I can kind of turn to when it feels like I'm not sure where to go or I have no options. What would my values lead me to do? What will be better for myself in the world? What will give me more choices and not less? These are things that I can always apply to whatever situation I'm in, especially when the choice feels overwhelming. And if you need to access therapy online near you, if you want to try therapy and you're not sure what that would be like, if you can't safely access therapy in person near you, consider BetterHelp. It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/jointheparty today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp. HELP.com/join-the-party. BetterHelp.com/join-the-party. And now let's get back to the show.
Hey, Umbus.
Yeah?
Well, you want to do a scene with another character? Eric Silver and the NPCs are unlocked again.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can choose to do it with me. But Julie, you cannot do one with Cammy.
But you can do it with Troy.
You can't do it with Troy.
I think I do want to do it with Troy.
Or Wells the bartender.
I like that you did that in character where you're like, I do want to do it with
Well,
Troy.
he said, hey, Umbi, not hey, Brandon.
Yeah, that's true.
So I gotta do, you know.
Oh, okay. Now we're being really, really on top of character voices. Okay, got it. I understand. Sure.
No one look at me.
Okay. Yeah, Brandon, who do you want to do a scene with?
Troy.
I mean, sorry. Troy.
All right, Troy. Amanda, pick the beachy activity that Troy and Umbi get up to.
We are going to collect sea glass along the shoreline.
I was hoping someone would do that.
Hell yeah.
Dig it.
Yeah. Tell me about your character's vibes. Tell me what how are you all feeling? What are you doing?
I think before you go, Amanda, I think Umbi is sort of like trailing. You know, like when you walk with your dad or someone who's like not very talkative, and they're like, yep.
Just men doing parallel activities, not looking at each other, but instead looking at something
Yep.
else.
And so instead of having to try to find something to say, Umbi is just picking up sea glass and being like,
Blue.
That's a rare one.
Green. Oh, yellow.
So, is this good? Or is this neutral or bad? What's
tell
the
me,
vibe?
Eric.
Oh, who
All
can
right.
say? You'll never know.
Troy can navigate this. He has lots of experience with untalkative relatives. So as they're walking, he's collecting a few things. Maybe there is like a bottle
Oh, a bottle.
worn down, cloudy, from all the sea and sand. And Troy picks it up and turns around, says, "Oh, could you use this for like potions and stuff?"
Oh. Hey, Troy.
Yeah.
Good job. I could definitely use that for potions and stuff.
Real quick, just before you take it from me, what are your emotions like?
What?
What are your emotions like? Right now? Just like, what are they like?
Hold on, I think that's the small, low stakes, wacky problem. Let's start. let's start playing rock paper scissors.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, reveal.
paper.
2 papers.
Ty, I'm going to escalate because I had an idea already.
Do it.
So, like, Troy asks Umbi, like, what are your emotions like right now? And just as Umbi is about to start talking and maybe answer that question, the Applebee shows up and is like, hey, man, like, what's up? I got these free samplers for you. Like, I figured I wanted to try something besides just the sandwiches. So they're like,
thank God.
No way.
they're like jalapeno poppers, except they're not
Whoa.
jalapeno poppers because I can't think of a thing that would be the jalapeno in a jalapeno popper.
Whoa.
But would you like to try one right now and stuff your faces with these jalapenos?
Umbi eats 17 of them.
Incredible.
Wow. I will have one.
All right, get rock paper scissors.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, reveal.
Rock.
Oh, 2 rock.
Oh my
damn
god!
And it escalates, and as soon as they both swallow all of the jalapeno poppers, and Umbi goes, you see a father and son walk by and said, wow, I've never had such a good relationship with my father figure in my life. The cat is certainly not in the cradle with the silver spoon.
When you
Oh,
coming
boy.
home, Dad, I don't know when.
Good thing that's not happening to us in our life.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock. God fucking damn it.
No!
At this point, Havana Tropicana shows up and is just like, guys, like, you know how I had to pull some sea glass out of Umbi before?
You did?
Umbi, are you having some, like, PTSD about that?
Well, it wasn't until now.
All right, no more escalations. We're skipping ties. Grugle, rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock.
Paper.
Okay, one win for Amanda.
One win for Amanda.
Troy is going to drop everything he's holding, including the jalapeno popper, which a coconut crab scuttles up to grab and then bites it, and then you see little like Looney Tunes like steam come out of its ears because it's a little bit spicy.
Adorable. Truly adorable.
And Troy places both of his hands on Umbi's shoulders and looks deep in his eyes, and then leans their foreheads together so their foreheads just touch. And he says, Umbi, I too am shaken, and what I now learn is called guilty about what has happened at Small Key Island. But I gotta tell you, I think you did everything you could. I don't think you could have done anything to prevent all this stuff from happening. Is that what you're worried about?
Eric, do I answer or do we keep going?
No, you keep going.
Okay.
Rock, paper. Yeah, rock, paper, scissors. Unless you want to concede.
I don't want to concede. Let's go, baby.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, no, I figured you would. I
Brandon's
figured
like,
you
"Fuck
wouldn't.
that. I want to win. I want to win this game of emotions.
Okay, ready, Brandon?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, reveal.
Paper.
Scissors, cut, paper.
Oh, that's too low.
bad, Brandon. You're gonna have to be emotionally available in role play.
Yeah, that's a sweep here. So, Troy, you can double down.
Yeah, Troy brings his hands from Umbi's shoulders to the sides of his face, cupping them around his eyes, making a little tunnel in between Umbi's eyes and Troy's eyes.
That's fucking insane.
So in our little tunnel with Troy's hands around our eyes, he says, I mean, I think of you as my grandpa, and if you don't want me to be your grandson anymore, because of the lying and the losing, like I kind of understand, but I also I sort of need to know that because I don't want to like be here kind of like around you guys if you guys don't want me around anymore, but also if you're mad at me and you want to like punch me, like that would be fine, like just do it 1 or 2 times, and then like you kind of got like that's happened sometimes at basic where like you get a couple hits in and they call us shaking out your jimmies, because once there was a guy called Jimmy and he had to just like shake it out a lot, and then but afterward it was fine because you shook it out. It's important to shake out your jimmies sometimes.
What is the question?
Do you want me to be your mate still?
Troy,
Yeah.
we're pirates. We lie all the fucking time.
But I thought maybe it was like a thing where we did not lie to each other.
I mean, we try to, but as a pirate, as one pirate to another pirate,
Yeah.
if there's one thing we can if there's 2 things we can forgive, it's lying and, 3 things. Lying,
Oh.
stealing,
Well, 4 things.
stealing, and murder. And then I look at Cammy.
Cammy's just like in the middle of the sandcastle that they built already, like with little shells that she's pretending are people, being like,
It's a wonderful day. Do you want to go to the farmer's market with me?
But of course I want you to be my mate. That's a silly question. But I do need to ask if I can / we can take advantage of this situation in which you have put us in order to do good and do pirate good at the same time.
Yeah.
You are in fact royal.
Yeah.
Which like never quite heard of a royal pirate, but like that could be your brand, you know?
Yeah, I'm not the best sharpshooter on the open sea anymore, that's for sure.
Well,
but
for
yeah.
now, we can get back to that. We could do a one-on-one with Kids Rogers, but like the Pirate Prince, that's your brand now.
Sure. Yeah, no, I mean I kind of like gave up all my privileges when I left. But we can do whatever. I do just want to be clear. I would be pretty sad if you murdered someone I liked. So maybe let's just put murder on the let's discuss it between us board.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't murder anyone you like.
Okay. All right. But before we finish, could you just tell me what are your emotions doing right now? What are they named and what do they smell like?
What are they named and what do they smell like?
Yeah. If you can't think of any words, that helps me sometimes.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I'm like, oh, it feels really spicy in there, like a bad tub.
Well, I guess my emotions right now like imagine if I were a barrel, right?
Uh-huh. Oh, this is great already.
Yeah. Like imagine I had some like sort of like carbonated beverage in my tongue,
Oh, yeah.
and it was also sloshing around, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's like already uncomfortable because like the carbonation is like pressure, but then like as it sloshes, the sloshing action makes it worse and also releases more carbon dioxide out of the liquid, so like
Yeah.
makes the pressure more.
Now, barrels famously watertight, even though they are just made of wood. Pretty amazing, but there's
Exactly.
no room for things to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So what's your bunghole?
What's up?
What do you need? Just a little pressure release. What to let out the bad gases?
Amanda's
Your
the
bunghole.
funniest person in Dungeons and Dragons.
That's true. That's fucking true.
Thank you.
Eric, absolutely true.
Absolutely true.
I'm just really eking out my tight 15 on barrels.
well, I mean like stealing something would definitely help, right?
Oh yeah,
But,
that's a
like-
good bunghole.
You know, we're gonna have to do something, like, we're gonna have to get a win as a crew, you know? I think if we do get a win as a crew, we'll be back to normal, but,
Yeah.
in the meantime,
Or else all the fizzies get way too much.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to, maybe discuss how we could use your privilege as a prince
Uh-huh.
in order to maybe, you know, put some pressure on the different cities, counties, places to like deal with the water shortage and not just like turn a blind eye to it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe actually do some good as a pirate.
That sounds ideal, really.
Yeah. And then I hit Troy.
Yeah, it feels good, right? It feels kind of good.
Incredible.
And then Umbi says, ow, 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 ow.
And they limp back and try gathering all the sea glass that he dropped as Umbi cradles his hand.
Incredible. Hey, it's my turn, and I'm
Oh.
going to pick my good friend Julia.
Hey.
Because I'm Eric. I'm the DM. I'm going to change
You're
this.
the
I'm gonna,
DM? What the
I'm
fuck?
the D-
What?
I
Since
know.
when?
Is that why you wear one glove?
Yeah, that's why I wear one glove. This is going to be later. This is going to be later on in the day. So I'm going to set the beach
Great.
activity and the small stakes wacky problem that Cammy will be involved in because I'm introducing an NPC.
I'll allow it.
Later on in the day, as you've all had time to frolic and bake in the sun and eat the jalapeno poppers and keep the crabs and the guava fish away from your stuff.
There's
the-
lava fish too.
Oh shit.
Damn.
They also scream, but it's underwater, so you don't hear it as well.
I think that everyone else is in the water. They're playing water football.
Adorable.
They're just
So
throwing a
fucking cute.
coconut crab to each other in the water.
They're like, watch your fingies.
Yeah. And Cammy, that's when you hear, oh my God, what an incredible spot. And you look up, and glinting in the light is a blade attached to some carrot greens. As you look up and you see Lucky Edie with bikini top on and like cargo shorts.
Good luck, not gonna lie.
What a early 2000s lesbian that is.
Yeah, just one arming a Tommy Bahama chair and a big towel as she walks up. And Cammy, you have the opportunity to make sure that she doesn't fuck up your beach day.
Oh, Edie. You know what? I just the sun is setting. We've had a really good run here today at the beach, but the big crab is gonna come out pretty soon, so you might not want to hang out in this space. Just a fair warning. I know that you're fairly new to the hold because you didn't even know about the secret beach, so I'm just concerned that you might get fully eaten by a crab.
Oh, I'm actually a late beach person. I come to the beach starting at 3 and then I stay through the night. And, usually the crab doesn't know about the secret beach, so it's actually fine. But I would love to know more.
Hey.
Are all of you here? I'd love to know more. You were incredible at
no,
the
sorry.
Bullseye games.
Edie, I just want to clarify something really quick. How did you just say oh my God, this spot's amazing, and also say that you know about the secret beach? Because that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. That seems like you're making shit up.
It was hilarious to me that it's secret to even the crab.
That's how secret it is. That's how good of a beach it is, Brandon. The crab doesn't even know about it. Be like, oh, I mean, I have heard. Troy must have said something about it.
No, he didn't.
I mean, he must have. That's why I know about it.
No, I'm
so.
pretty sure that's not true.
All right, rock, paper, scissors. Cool, yeah. All right. All right, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors.
Damn it.
Yes.
Fuck, I put paper.
All right, Lucky, he's like, no, Troy must have told me. Hi, Troy. She waves to Troy in the water.
Cammy makes eye contact with Troy and is like,
Troy looks up, the sun glints off her sword arm, and he just like puts his hand to his forehead, like, who's over there? But it looks kind of like a wave.
And like Lucky, he's like, oh my, you are all so good at the bullseye games. Troy did so well. Really tough, the whole thing with the stadium. But I mean, I had so much fun. I met so many people. It was incredible. And you all did so well.
It seemed like you had a great opportunity to network since you weren't actually invited to compete in the games.
You're right. I network. I have all these business cards. And she shows you 20 business cards.
That's great. Hopefully a lot of those people survived the accident.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. That's why I wear these cargo pants, so I can take them out these cargo shorts, so I can take them out whenever I want.
Amazing. That's fantastic for you and not a great fashion choice otherwise. Very practical.
All right, 1-0. Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock.
Ooh, Rock, I got scissors. You got me. 1-1. How does Cammy respond?
What is she holding again? So she's got her Tommy Bahama chair.
She has a chair and her towel. That's it.
Cool. That chair is going to scurry.
Yay!
Love it.
So it is going to sprout legs and run away. It animates, wriggles free from its owner, and moves 20 feet in a direction that you choose, which is away from me and back towards where the entrance to the secret beach is.
Yay!
What? Why is it doing that? Tommy Bahama, I didn't know that there was any ability for it to change like that.
That's wild. You don't want to lose that. It's probably really expensive.
It was, but I actually got it on sale.
Oh, well, you know
because it was
what?
I got it from Morello, who was on the sea, so it was on sale.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god. Well, you probably want it, so
But I can just borrow one of you. I can sit on one of your towels or something.
No, I don't think you can.
All right, last one. All right, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock. No, Julia got paper. No.
Suck it.
All right, deliver the final blow, Julia. And you can ask a question of Lucky Edie as well.
Okay. I think the final blow is just going to be like the Applebee's guy is like,
Can the owner of this Tommy Bahama chair come get it? It is trying to eat all of the jalapeno poppers.
Cammy goes,
Oh, well, it seems like you have to leave.
I guess so. Well, I mean, I just wanted to catch up, but I guess if we can't, I gotta have to go deal with this.
Yeah, you know what, Edie? I'm glad you had a great time at the games. That's very nice. But it seems like a lot of times you're just trying to initiate a conversation with me in order to brag about how good the things in your life are going. And that doesn't seem very nice at all. So unless you have genuinely something nice that you want to say, or actually legitimately want to inquire about how we're doing as a crew and not just like how you can gain from our gains, I would appreciate if we didn't initiate those conversations anymore. Okay?
Well, it seems like we have two different definitions of being nice.
Okay.
Bye. I'm gonna go get my chair.
Bye. I hope the chair doesn't sprout legs and run away from you again.
It's already doing it.
and it'll keep doing it, bitch.
Could the chair hold your body weight? Like if you were on a beach and you had a chair that could scuttle, could you just scuttle with the shade as it goes along?
Potentially.
Sounds ideal.
I think so.
That'd be tight.
I want that.
Yeah.
I want it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it does specifically say that it wriggles free of its owner, so I might not.
Just knocks your ass off every time.
Someone else could get on.
It's truly like one of those things where it's like riding a mechanical bull.
Incredible. And yeah, Lucky Edie stalks after her chair.
Oh, get it? Because she's a carrot.
Yeah, she stalks after her chair that is scuttling back into the island proper. So Lucky Edie is not bothering any more of this beach day.
I did it.
Yay!
I'm the real winner of this episode.
In a decade, we hear tell of the legend of the wild, feral, scuttling chair that lives in the forest outside the hold.
It's the general of the guava birds. Yeah.
We didn't talk about what kind of green folk Tommy Bahama is, and I think it's a bird of paradise, right? Or like a hibiscus.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely a big ostentatious flower for sure.
Yeah.
Incredible. Hey, how's everyone feeling after this beach day?
Cheese parrot in paradise. I'm feeling good.
Cheese
Feeling better.
parrot in paradise.
We let out some of our fizzies, what is called burping, like for emotions.
We
Emotional
emotionally burped, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Umbi, how do you feel?
Flat. I'm all out of burps now.
Oh,
shit.
nice.
As if Umbi can put his emotionality towards political action, it's fine.
I will say, you know how you see an older gentleman at the beach that has just so many muscles
Oh yeah.
and is oiled and beautifully bronzed? That is Umbi after a beach day, by the way.
Oh sure. Real old man strength in there. I mean, that's literally one of your proficiencies.
It's true.
Well, instead of muscles, it's wrinkles, but he's got so many wrinkles, and they're so beautifully
looks cut.
bronzed
Yeah,
and
yeah.
oiled. Yeah.
I think that you've already said that you're in one of those like big old-timey bathing suits too. So you look like a strong man from the 1920s.
Exactly. This one's leopard print.
Cute.
Nice.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Incredible. All right. Well, now you can push on through the invisible barrier keeping you from the hold, and we can go to the skill tree.
Yay!
Bye, Applebee.
Bye, Applebee.
See you soon.
I still like your butt.
Remember, keep it secret, or my whole way of life will be meaningless.
This is just Paul Rudd in Saving
Oh,
Sarah Marshall, right?
100%.
Or Forgetting
What's
Sarah
up? I'm
Marshall.
Kunu. I don't wear a watch anymore because it's on my phone. Yeah. Incredible. All right. Well, now we can, since this is a downtime episode, we can turn in some of your XP and your amber for things on the skill tree. Just to double check, I've updated it since the last time we've been there. So you can see with the Doctor branch, so the other 3 subclasses are eliminated now, but you can, I've now opened something else up called Study Up, which has a prerequisite where if you find a mentor for Havana, and you choose to accept this one, Havana can, in fact, continue his religious study.
Interesting.
Can I be the mentor?
You cannot be the mentor.
Damn, all right.
Havana's going to have to, go somewhere and be on the sidelines for a little while. No, not, actually go somewhere.
I don't want to send our son away.
Then don't level him up! Keep him at level 2!
I'm just teasing.
This is totally up to you. You totally can. Reminder, dig and roll. You've already done a 4, which was nothing, but all of the other 5 sides of the D6 are still there. Remember, you can still do the Magnolia Network, which is where you grow some home designers who can improve the buildings here on the hold. Lords of the Manor, if you think that you want to exercise some power here. Monster Wrangler, of course, which will open up the ability to roll and try to be friends with the Creeb. The Putz and Puppets Pirate Palladium, which you can formally kind of invest some time in. You already have Ship Shape, but you can do level 2, which will turn up the attack, HP, or give bonuses to Herald, specifically for ship combat. And then you can always do backstories for Aubergine, the restaurant guy, Applebee, and whoever. You can kind of unlock some stuff there.
Gotcha.
As always, you have to use your XP now, but you have 2 amber that you can decide to sit on or not.
Gotcha.
So we already gave Arello a thing last skill tree episode. So would we all be happy with getting 1 amber each or 1 XP each to choose our skill tree of choice?
I would.
Sure. Yeah. That's,
Cool.
I dig.
Oh, you're going to use all your amber. Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
That's fine. I could always get more.
Yeah, we'll see.
Julia just did a secretive shimmy.
Yes.
I made Julia. Julia is so turned up after dealing with Lucky Edie.
Yeah, I know.
And I also know that I can get amber now, so I am like on that amber patrol. What I would like to do, and I want to do it before Brandon gets an option, I'd like to dig and roll, please.
God damn it, Julia!
Oh, all right. Let's see what happens. So dig and roll. Cammy is gonna go out and dig around on Hold Island.
Cammy was having so much fun on the beach doing some sandcastles and digging. She's like, I never do this. Let's try it.
Does anyone else want to dig and roll?
Not me.
Nope.
No. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Give me a D6 roll, Julia.
A 1.
A 1.
Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
With the fur. All right, that is a 1. Cammy, where are you digging?
I think that Cammy, as a way of helping Havana Tropicana, is actually digging out more of his cave/doctor's office.
Oh, that's
So he has a
right.
little more space, you know, to like maybe set up a bed to do treatments for people.
Okay.
And so Cammy is going to dig inside of Havana's little cave area.
I can't help you. I have to keep my hands callus free. That was the main thing I learned at doctor school.
That's all right. I am happy to do it. And Nani's here to help.
Like a dog, a little dog. digging.
Adorable.
Yeah.
The front 2 legs, move it to the back 2 legs, move it to the next 2 legs, move it out.
Cammy also, like, when she's out, but, like, Cammy doesn't want her to have to, like, I don't know, worry about keeping herself nice and moist.
Sure.
Cammy, like, shapes water into a ball around Nani so that she can, like, toddle her way through.
Aw.
That feels like a spacewalk suit, you know?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
That's kind of funny.
It's cute.
And I think that's when you hear underneath Nani, you hear bum 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 bum. She's hitting something hard.
What you got there, girl?
As you move some of the dirt out of the way, it's a treasure chest,
Wow.
and it is humming with energy.
What does the energy smell like, Eric?
Ooh, you know what it smells like? It smells like a thunderstorm is about to come.
Oh, so cool. Petrichor and ozone.
Cammy's gonna lift the lid and see what's inside.
Inside, you see there is a whip. It is coiled in on itself. The handle of the whip has an eel's mouth carved into the handle, and you see that it is covered with blue-green algae.
Cool.
Whoa. Is it an electric eel?
It is thrumming with electricity.
Yeah.
Julia Schifini.
What do I got?
Come on down. This is when Eric Silver gives you items. This
Yay.
is the Sea Eel Whip.
Oh my god. Amazing. Tell me about it.
The seal whip? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, this is the Seal Whip.
Cool.
This magic whip hums with electricity. It has 4 charges and regains all expended charges daily at dawn.
Nice.
When you hit a creature with the whip, you can expend 1 or more of its charges to deal an extra 1d6 lightning damage to that creature for each charge you spent.
Whoa.
Nice.
If you use it underwater, you don't get any disadvantages. And if you hit an underwater creature with this whip, it automatically takes 1d6 lightning damage. But then on top of that, you could add the charges.
Cool.
And it does, I imagine, whip damage, so like 1d4.
Correct. It also has the properties of a whip, 1d4, you use dex, and it has reach, so you can actually hit something 10 feet away because it's a whip.
Now, Eric, I have a stupid shenanigans question.
Mm-hmm.
Can Nani use the whip?
What's Nani's dex?
Pretty high, I think, actually. Hold on.
I mean, she's got like 8 limbs or whatever.
It's like I always say about my cousins, Brandon. When you got 30 of them, some of them are going to be good. You know what I mean?
Nani's dex is +2.
Right, and Nani's an octopus?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's the same as my dex. So if I can handle the
Same.
whip, then I think Ani could too.
I just had a fucking buck wild idea.
Can't wait.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, I'm looking at carrying capacity. What's Nani's strength?
It's not good.
What is it? Yeah, what is it?
It's -3.
Negative. What is that? Do you know what it is in numbies?
4.
4.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Nani. So for each point of strength, you can carry.
Hold on. I have a fucking insane thing that I
No.
might wanna do.
This works. So you multiply it by 15. So it's 15 times 4 is 60 because it's medium and small, that's just regular. For a tiny creature, you have these weights, but for small, it's just regular. So Nani theoretically can hold up to 60 pounds, can carry up to 60
Whoa.
pounds.
That's a strong octopus.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Eric,
Yeah, sure.
even if we don't want to do that, I have a spell
Okay.
called Benign Dismemberment.
Okay.
Can I attach the whip as a tentacle for Nani?
I mean, the answer is yes, right?
Well, okay, so hold on, I was just trying to find the spell itself, so give me 1 second.
Is that involved? Is it involved?
It's in Valdas, yeah.
Eric, my internet sleuthing has uncovered that each limb of an octopus can lift somewhere between 5 and 30 pounds, depending on how big it is.
In
Sure.
reality?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Benign Dismemberment.
Okay.
The duration is an hour, but so for the duration, a willing target's body parts can be harmlessly severed from its body, takes no damage from such dismemberment as long as the cut removing the body part is swift and clean.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say. At the beginning of every day, if you want the whip attached to Nani, you will need to use the spell slot for benign dismemberment. However,
Oh, sorry. The last thing I wanted to say, I was just finding the part that I want to do.
Okay.
At the end of the duration, severed body parts become permanent, and the target dies if vital organs have not been reattached to its head. So, if I do not put the limb back at the end of the hour, it's permanently detached, which means I can benignly dismember Nani and then potentially sew that whip on there.
well,
Is
it's
that-
in the
is that too
well,
crazy?
it's in the, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think that's too crazy.
I mean, I think if she's lost, then it might be lost. You know?
yeah, I think that's what it is. If it's attached to Nani, the same. I think, okay, so then never mind. The answer is yes, you can do that. However, as Amanda said, and as we've already seen, if Nani goes down to 0 hit points
And poofs.
and poofs, then the whip is vulnerable.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you can attach the whip to Nani.
Cool.
Fuck it, dude. Which tentacle is it?
Let's go.
I will say though, it is now up to Nani when Nani uses the charges.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Damn.
Cool.
Incredible.
Yeah. Cool.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem, dog. Hey, what do y'all want to do with your stuff?
So
So Nani, we're
That's
gonna
happening.
we're gonna biohack Nani really quickly, and that's gonna happen. Yeah.
yeah, Troy has had a bit of an experience watching a huge structure crumble down around him, harming and probably killing people. He's not thinking about it too hard. So he is going to unlock the Magnolia Network.
Magnolia Network.
Hell yeah.
He needs to improve something and build it up.
I like that. Hey Troy,
What up?
you
You know about barrels?
what?
You know about barrels?
What about barrels?
They're tight.
Thank you, Troy.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Troy, for a long time, you've had a weird packet of flower seeds on you. Where'd you get them?
Yeah, I woke up with them in my pocket one time after Arella visited us, and he said that he needed to inspect something in our quarters. And then I said, cool. And then he said he wanted to go to the hot tub, and I said, all right, man. And then he said, I'm just gonna leave my stuff here. And I said, I'm going to sleep, but fine. And then when I woke up the next morning, Arella was there. His stuff was gone, and there was a weird packet of seeds in my pocket.
Aurelia slid you some seeds in your pocket
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, you know what, Troy? If you want to work it out, if you want to feel like you accomplished something, you feel compelled to plant those seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Troy's gonna walk up to the communal garden down in the center of the
I
hold.
forgot about we have a communal garden. I
We
love
do, where the lovely kind of shaft of sunlight comes in through the top of the dormant volcano structure, and there's a lovely little well-tended wild garden, some medicinal herbs, there's some food, there's some hemp seeds for making nice ropes and things like that. And he's gonna carve out a little corner and run his hand through the soil to make a little furrow, and give each seed a little kiss before dropping it in the furrow, covering it up with soil and patting it, and saying good night.
Man, we love giving things little kisses before
That's
we
the
do stuff
secret
with
to
them.
growth, Julia.
Yeah.
That's
you
how you
gotta.
get good
Yeah.
tomatoes.
I kiss
got it.
every tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to. Troy, the next day, you go back out to the garden, and you see 2 incredibly tall, like the size of sunflowers, massive magnolia flowers
Whoa.
that have incredibly traditionally attractive faces.
Troy's a father, everyone. Troy's a father.
Were you guys like sleeping in those seats the whole time?
We were just ready for someone to give us an opportunity to flip these houses. I'm Chip, and this is my better half, Joanna. Hi, I'm the pretty one.
Hi. Nice to meet you, Joanna.
She is beautiful.
Chip, your face is a little bit like untraditional, but I like it.
That's what makes me stand out. I'm still the pretty one.
Yeah, no, great. I mean, wow. Hi, can I help you? Like, sorry if this is rude, but do you guys want to like stay planted there, or do you want to like get out of there?
Yeah, we're still growing, but eventually these buildings definitely need some work being done to them.
Yeah, no, I want to make stuff better for people around here. So, I mean, that would be amazing.
And you know what the best way to do that is?
No.
Add a sunroom.
Oh,
That's true. Cam just walks by. That's true.
And also crown molding, and also shiplap.
Shiplap.
What's shiplap?
Great question. It's where you take a piece of a ship and you put it in a building.
But why would you use it in a building and not on a ship?
That's for us to know, for you to enjoy.
I mean, okay. Yeah. No.
I'm the pretty one.
Great to meet you, ma'am.
For sure. Sorry, I already have a hubby. That's me. She's my better half.
What's a hubby?
Exactly. Well, eventually we're going to grow up and we're going to start working on these buildings. Thanks for helping us out, Troy.
Thanks for hanging out in my pocket for several months.
It was the max. And they stare at the camera.
What? Okay. And Troy like backs up, maintaining eye contact around the corner, and then runs away. Yay!
Incredible. So Chip and Joanna Magnolia are going to work on the buildings and improve them. They're going to be a little bit sturdier the next time that you come back.
Bless.
Yay.
Everything's going to have a matte shine to it.
Yeah,
Okay,
matte black
interesting.
fixtures. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all going to have that lighting.
Eric, this is an incredible cheat.
Thanks. It's
Very
just,
good.
it's
Hey,
just
bud.
a joke.
Very good.
It's just a joke that we're literalizing through gameplay. Brandon. Hey, Brandon. You got one piece of amber left. What do you want to do with it, bud?
Well, Eric, follow me along this journey.
Sure.
Please.
Yeah.
The camera is going to slowly pan through the
I hate it when you
holes.
steal the camera from my... you go into my
stealing the camera
apartment,
from Eric.
take the camera, and then you take it somewhere. And then I have to follow you like a serial killer.
So it's slowly going through the hole from first person perspective. We see Chip and Joanna working on some stuff. You see people buying and selling. And then we go into a nondescript building where the camera floats through the window and you suddenly start to hear just very beautiful classical piano music. It's very calming. And it lands upon a candlelit table where you see Umbis in his finest tails, waiting for his dinner companion. We wait a few minutes, but eventually the door to the restaurant, to the Outback Steakhouse, opens.
Finally.
Opens, and in walks a mysterious character, not revealed by the candlelight until they finally reach the table and sit down across from Umbis.
Okay.
And that dinner companion, Eric,
Yeah.
is Aubergine.
Yay!
How dare you seduce my NPC who is my best friend?
You take my fucking dig and roll, I take your aubergine, Julia.
Fuck you, Brandon. Was that Brandon? Was that your plan the whole time? Or was
Nope.
that I dug and roll and you're like, you know what? Fuck you, Julia.
100%.
I'm gonna date
You
you.
It was
Both dug and roll. There's plenty
just
of...
both done it.
There are 4 more things to do.
Brandon's mad at me, and it's fine.
Incredible.
I thought you were gonna do the Outback Steakhouse guy, and I was really
Nope.
excited.
That was called a trick, Julia.
Oh, wow. Fictional
a
chick.
mis-
A
Misdirection.
misdirection.
Misdirect. Monsieur Umbi, I was surprised by your invitation to dine.
Well, Eric, I want to say it wasn't a surprise because I want to say that Umbus and Aubergine
He would like to retcon this.
have been friends for a while, and they're just those kind of friends that just have like dinner dates every time that they're in town.
My dinner with Umbi, sure, yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's my dinner with aubergine, let's be honest.
My dinner with aubergine. Oh, okay.
but it's very 007, very classical, like French restaurant.
Hello. Hello, Aubergine. Welcome. Please sit.
Oh, at the usual table, of course.
Of course, of course.
Not the thing I said earlier. I was not surprised to see you at all.
How are you?
Oh, you know, around seeing the ways that the green folk interact with each other is inspiration for me to come up with new art. It is both a consumption and creation. That is art. So I've made I've been inspired by the green folk condition.
And then he puts a bucket hat on the table.
It's beautiful.
It looked like a bucket, like what we use on ship.
But hat.
But also hats, exactly.
Well, I was surprised and delighted to receive your package with my tails, with this beautiful suit that I am wearing. Thank you for your gift.
Of course, I had to let it all the way out to make sure that it could fit. It could be wonderful for your round, old, wrinkly body.
Well, I already ordered as appetizers, of course, but while we wait for the wine and the food, please continue to regale me with your history, your life story.
Remind me, what's your whole deal?
Well, I know that you do this. It's just like, who can tell who's the one who has amnesia here? It is me or you every time. I have told you. I do not know where I am from. It is.
If I drink too much wine, it's definitely me. Am I right, Aubergine?
You keep me young, Umbi. You truly do. I am still trying to figure out where I am from. What is all this? Every day, every week, every month that stays here, I'm moving farther and farther away from who I once was, and I'm starting to be all right with that. Like who was Aubergine? Who was Aubergine's even name? How did I am just who I am now. Who can say?
Was it not aubergine?
As I move farther away, I just think who am I? Who could I be?
Who could you be?
But here's what's interesting. I received this note a little while ago, and I wanted to know what you would think of it.
Oh, my longtime buddy, pal, friend, colleague.
And you have spent so much time as character working with me and establishing our rapport and relationship, of course.
I know.
It is almost like it is given that we are so close with each other that I would just tell you a secret.
I'm honored that you would share this note with me.
Would you like to read it?
I would like to read it.
You open it up, and it is smooth and
Oh,
weight.
Eric, sorry. 1 second. Here come the appetizers. So just pause for a second while
Okay.
because you don't want to talk in front of the waiter, right?
Right. You don't want to reveal secrets to the waiter at the restaurant.
Oh, no, I'm actually looking at my mechanics. I think you lost your amber. It's actually not working. Well, that's this episode. Tune in next time for the next arc of Join the Party.
That teaches you to unlock the backstory of an amnesiac, you idiot.
Fucking dummy. Try to steal my shit.
Escargot, a baguette with some butter.
Escargot, s'il vous plaît.
Little snails scream. Mhm.
The snails scream. They're made out of...
Escarole instead of escargot, maybe?
Ah, look at that. Escarole.
Yeah, the letter is weighty and substantive in your hand. It is luxurious paper. And it doesn't have a speck of dirt or drop of water on it.
Wow.
Perfect.
And it says, Francois, I miss you so. I am here out on the front, and I think of you. When we are moving, when I am sleeping, when I am waking, when I am killing, when I am standing up for what we believe in. Please, I hope this gets to you. I do not know where you are, but hopefully, it arrives. Marie.
Marie?
So what do you think? Just spam, am I right?
Junk mail.
Is the junk mail? You just throw it out.
No, Aubergine, I think it could be your lover, it could be your daughter, could be your son, could be your,
Well, it says Marie. I do not think it is. I don't think it is myself.
Well, I feel like that's pretty hetero or like a gender normative, it could be your son, I don't know.
French name boys, all kinds of things.
I was trying to be inclusive here.
Okay, of course.
Could be a long-lost relative that you had or not long-lost, I guess, but like a relative that you had a good relationship with,
I just do not know how it. I mean, I cannot be from me. I am not Fertois. I am Aubergine. And how did it show up for me? You can see, there's no address on it.
Oh, that's a big mystery.
Yeah.
I mean, could your name potentially have been Francois?
I mean, I guess, but yeah. C'est la vie, such is life. It just, do I try to investigate what this is, or do I just move on?
Is there a return address? Can you write back?
I have not seen. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it came to me, and I do not know how to send it out.
Gotta ask the mailman.
We should ask Arello about it. If you want to. It's your life,
I don't know. I feel conflicted. Like, what is it worth trying to find out who I was when I have done so much here? I do not know.
I think that's an answer only you can answer.
So it is your turn to pay. I'm not going to pay for this one. You
Yeah,
forgot
it's my
it.
turn, yeah.
In the last 3 times I have paid, you are paying this time.
It's fine. I stole so many doubloons on our last outing.
Okay.
Eric didn't even notice. I was pickpocketing everyone. It was funny.
You just rolled secret nat 20s against a DC of nothing.
That's how you win.
I was that sneaky.
Wonderful. All right. The next day, as you're all showering and getting all the sand off of you from your wonderful beach day, is the next day. You're ready to take on what happens next. Anything could happen. The future, it's bright.
It's now.
And it's now. The future is happening to you right away. The Sea Whip has their vibes back. You're standing victoriously. It's all coming together. And that's when Arello says, I have a secret and I'm finally recovered.
What? Do tell, bud.
What? I know where the divine labyrinth is. But you better catch me before I'll tell you.
What?
I'll sing you a song that all green folk know.